What's up? Black Suburban Dad here. And as the days go on, look, 2025, we're only a couple days into 2025. What is it? January the 11th as of today. So we're 11 days into 2025, and it looks like the dating market is not getting any better. Now, this story that I'm going to bring to you about the 4B movement, it is nothing new. It has been going on, I guess, all of last year. Does it affect me? I don't know. Maybe I'll talk about it in a minute, but does it affect you? That's the real thing, okay? It's not here. It's not all about me.
Nope.
But I got a couple videos I want to play about the 4B movement. Now, from my understanding is this thing started over in China or Korea, one of those non-sexual places, where they really don't get it on. And to be perfectly honest, I think it's China, where before, I think just 20 years ago, you were only allowed to have one girl. Now, you could have a couple boys, but you were only allowed to have one girl per person. Now, they have this thing where they're actually needing more women because of the dating market over in China. It's kind of like the dating market over here in America. It has completely just self-destructed. Now, with girls, with this feminism going on and everything, just like it is in America, and this whole 4B movement that I'm going to get into, now China is having a lack of babies. Now they need more people to reproduce. It's not happening. Now I think the government is actually putting out incentives for people to have babies. They're putting out incentives for their women to go out there and become housewives, to come out there and get in relationships with these sad, soggy bottom men that ain't got nothing going on. Now, like I said, because of their policies from the government, now they're shuffling for girls to get in these relationships and actually bring it back to the way that things were before, okay? But this 4B movement isn't going to help either because it was started over there. Now, I will let this lady describe what's going on with this 4B movement, but essentially, women don't want to get in relationship with guys. They don't want to acknowledge guys. They don't want to talk to them. And the one death strike from Jesus of Nazareth, the one death strike is they actually don't want to have babies by these men. So I'm going to let this young lady talk and explain about what the 4B movement is. So young lady, go ahead and cook.
Women are swearing off men, and it's all because of Donald Trump. Well, not all of them, but interest in a movement called 4B surged online after it was announced Donald Trump had won the US election. So what is it? The movement basically calls on women not to engage in sex, have kids, marry, or date men. After the election result was announced, there was more than 50,000 mentions of 4B on X from US accounts. And since then, X accounts mentioning the words 4B have reached more than 45 million. So, where does it come from? It began in South Korea in the 2010s in response to increasing sexual violence, gender inequality, and societal pressures. In Korean, 4B represents the movement's 4 no's. No marriage to men, no dating men, no having children with men, and no sex with men. As well as encouraging celibacy, the movement inspired young women to bin their makeup and shave their heads as part of a protest against consumerist culture and societal pressure to perform for the male gaze. So, why is it taking off in the US?
Fair use.
Now? Data on the exit poll from the election shows that 55% of men voted for Trump, while 53% of women voted for Vice President Kamala Harris. The president-elect has openly touted his role in the Supreme Court ruling to overturn Roe versus Wade, a landmark decision that protected a woman's right to have an abortion. Some women feel that 4B could be a way for them to reclaim their power. American women...
Now, honestly, what kind of power are they reclaiming, okay? What kind of power are they reclaiming that they don't already have? Like, I really don't understand this. Now, I'm going to play another video, and it's going to show you, I think it's like a collage of different ladies that's doing the 4B movement. And the internet is such a great thing because people show how freaking stupid they are, and they actually put it out there for the world to see, for all of us can see. I be looking at stuff like...
Nobody cares, nigga!
Nobody cares, B. Nobody really cares because I'm going to tell you what, like I said before, the 4B movement isn't affecting me at all. I'm out here having a great time. I mean, bro, clapping.
Bow, 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 bow.
There's some booty cheeks. Hey, it is what it is, baby. Now, some guys out there that might be affected by the 4B movement, and Jesus of Nazareth please come down and help these men get their bottoms wet. Okay, please, Jesus of Nazareth, please come down, hold these men by the hand, and help them get their bottoms wet. What are you doing? All right. Yeah, good. All right, my son's in here, interrupting the video like this. All right, get out of here, man. Jesus Christ. I'm still not going to edit it. Still not going to edit this video. But anyway, yeah, the 4B movement is killing some guys out there. Now, I don't understand why they're actually saying that they don't have rights because, in my opinion, I think women actually have more rights than men. Now, if you want to get into this whole thing where it's like my body, my choice, okay? Now, if a woman gets pregnant, then it takes two people to do that. It takes a man and a woman to get pregnant. Now, if she decides that she does not want that baby or that fetus, whatever you want to call it, okay? I know that some people get kind of weird out there. They want to call it one or the other, blah, 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 clump of cells, whatever you want to call it. Now, if she decides that she does not want it, then she has the right to go down to the clinic or wherever she wants to go, get that vacuum out, and get that thing taken care of. Now, let's just flip it on the guy's side, right? If she gets pregnant and the guy says, hey, I actually want this baby. I actually want a baby with you. And she's like, nobody cares, nigga. Then she still has the right. He does not have the right to say, no, you're going to sit up there. You're going to carry that baby to term.
Nope.
Nah, he can't do that, okay? That's just not the way it works. She still has the right to go down there to the thing, get that vacuum out, and get that thing done, okay? Now, some people might say, well, there's some states where you can't get it done at. Now, listen, this is where you have to vote, okay? Some people don't want to vote. They just want things just given to them, right? What Trump did is he overturned Roe v. Wade, okay? Roe v. Wade was making it a federal decision for abortions to go through, right? So Roe v. Wade being overturned is giving the power back to the states. So all you people that don't want to go out there and vote, hey, that's not my fault. You got to go out there and vote for abortions to be legal up to a certain term in your state. So it's putting the power back in your hands. It's taking the power away from the government. Ain't that what we should all want? We don't want Big Brother looking over our shoulder, right? We want to be able to vote in our states, in the places that we actually live, for the rights that we want taken in that place where we reside, right? That's what you should want. So you actually have the power to go out there, make your voice be known, vote like people should be doing anyway, all right? And get out there and make a difference. Okay, so Roe v. Wade won't be affecting you. You will still be able to have abortions. Okay, and I will tell you one thing. If you have not got out there and vote, and you want to sit up there and blame the federal government, okay, blame the federal government for giving the power back to the state so you can't get an abortion in your state, then maybe you might have to jump your ass in the car. Hopefully you don't crash out. Go to a state that will allow it, and then get the thing done over there, okay? But that's the world that we're living in today. That's just how it is, okay?
Women are swearing off men, and it's all because of Donald Trump. Well, not all of them, but interest in a movement called 4B surged online after it was announced Donald Trump had won the US election. So what is it? The movement basically calls on women not to engage in sex, have kids, marry, or date men. After the election result was announced, there was more than 50,000 mentions of 4B on.
So let me get this straight, right? You're crashing out so much. You're so freaking crazy that Donald Trump won the election, and in my personal opinion, and in over half of America's personal opinion, the country is actually going to be a better place. All right, you might have more money in your pockets. He might just bring down the cost of groceries. He might just make it so illegal aliens aren't deleting your family members, aren't robbing your stores, and aren't in this country committing crimes that would never have happened if they weren't here in the first place. Deportations. Maybe, just maybe, he might make this country a better place to live in. But you're so over the top with this one guy winning the election because you wanted Kamala. And I'm not even going to get into that. But if you look into her background, there's a lot of fakeness going on with this lady, okay? There's a lot of things where she would have made this country a worse place to live in. But that's just my personal opinion. But usually I'm right. Usually I'm not wrong on these things. But anyway, you got to get out there and vote, man. That's the most important thing. Get out there and let your voice be known. I got another video on this 4B movement. And they are saying that the 4B has already failed. Has it failed already? Let's listen to this nice little chocolate teardrop right here.
Constantly seeing on social media every day is people, men and women, saying that the 4B crashed or it failed or it's not working or whatever. And I'm here to say, yes, it is. The only reason why this was a movement, I said this before, is because millions upon millions of women all around the world got on social media or whatever, and we realized that we were not the only ones going through a lot of the same stuff with males. Thus, it became a movement. Most of us were already 4Being before there was even a name for it, right? So if this so-called movement failed tomorrow or whatever, according to you guys, these men will still be dry peeing out here. There's still going to be a male loneliness epidemic. It's going to get worse. The attacks on women and stuff is going to get worse.
Yeah. You know something? What attacks on women are there? Are they getting bombed or something like that? Are women getting bombed? What attacks on women are going on out here where you got to sew that punani up, okay, not give away that juicy fruit? What kind of attacks are going on? Because I don't know.
These laws that go against women's rights are going to get worse. And the reason why these things are happening is because all these women all over the world are closing up shop. And this is the part that y'all don't get. The 4B has worked, and it will continue to work.
I'm going to tell you right now, 4B ain't working, okay? It's not working.
Nope.
All right, now she's sitting up here, and she pretty much just spoke on the same thing that I just talked about with overturning Roe v. Wade, okay? She should get her ass out there and vote, make a difference in her county, her state, wherever she resides, and then maybe she won't be making this dumbass video right here talking about the 4B movement, blah, blah, blah. And I can look at this girl right now, okay? Now, if some weirdo comes across her, maybe she will tighten up that juicy fruit. But if the right guy comes across her, I'm telling you, he's clapping.
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
There ain't no way a girl like this is tightening up them legs, looking like this. There ain't no way she gonna just not give any of this away. I don't believe that. I'm thinking like,
Bitch, please.
there's no way.
For those of us who are in it and who support it, typically those of us who are literally in it, it's working for us. Now let me count all the ways that it's working for us. We're not being cheated on. We're not being lied to and gaslit. We sleep.
Look, I guarantee you, Daddy Fat Sacks come through with a couple big face hundreds, like old CGA says, and
Bow, 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 bow. Y'all some booty jams.
like babies at night. The women who ever had dating apps, I never had one. But for those of women with a half a brain even who had dating apps, they deleted them shits. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with all the woes and the BS that comes with dealing with.
yeah, and I'm gonna have to stop this a couple times because what she's talking is just some nonsense. Do I believe that she never had a dating app? No, I don't believe that. Somebody could probably track this chick down, do a reverse search on Google or whatever, and they could I guarantee you they could probably pull up some kind of dating app that she had, okay? Some kind of dating app that she had in the past. Maybe, I don't know how old she is, but she looks like she's right around 25 right now. Maybe just a tad bit older. Very good-looking girl, by the way. Guarantee you they can pull up something where she had some kind of dating app back in the past.
Males and their BS, right? We're not dealing with it, okay? Dealing with all the woes and the BS that comes with dealing with males and their BS, right? We're not women with a half a brain even who had dating apps. They deleted them shits. You know what I'm saying? We're not dealing with all the woes and the BS.
Listen, I'm going to let you know right now, if you're a guy and you're on a dating app and you're taking that serious, guess what? You're a dumbass.
BS that comes with dealing with males and their BS, right? We're not dealing with it, okay? You guys are the ones who still got women coming to you as a woman. We're not dealing with any of this stuff, right? We're living our best lives, taking trips, working, making our own money, creating our gardens and all type. We're living life, boo boo, right? Especially those.
Okay, so like, what is she doing? Where is she at right now? And what is this headset? Is she working from home right now? You're living your own lives. You're not dealing with any kind of guy to substitute the income for you to grow a garden, for you to have a house. I guarantee you, whatever job you got with this headset on, it ain't paying for all this stuff that you talking about. You ain't taking no trips. You ain't living your best life. You ain't going on no garden, and you damn sure ain't got no house if you ain't got no man substituting that. So it makes me think, okay, if you're not 4B, I mean, if you're 4B and you're actually not like dealing with guys on a personal level, on a touch me, tease me level, do you have a lonely fans? That's what I'm thinking. What are you doing to live this extravagant life that you're talking about? It'll make one think.
Those of us who are in the 4B who are child free, don't even get me started on the child free lifestyle. Okay? So, sorry, but it's working for those of us who want to be in it or who is in it. Those women who are not in it and who don't support it and who think it's stupid, the reason why you feel that way is because you're male centered. You don't have a purpose in life outside of having a man. That's why you don't understand it. Like I said before, a lot of you would unalive yourselves. You would self-delete if you knew you couldn't have a man. A lot of y'all are still out here kissing frogs to get to princes that you're never going to get. So y'all are still in this BS, this pissy, poopy day.
What the hell is she even talking about? Now she's talking about girls would self-delete if they can't get a man. Girls can get a man whenever they want to, okay? She knows this, I know this, everybody else knows it. It doesn't matter if you're 320 pounds, bound to a wheelchair, and you got crutches, and you got a leg wrap on, and you got a neck brace. People like that can still get a man if you're a woman. As long as you got that juicy fruit in the middle of your legs. Now, it might not be the guy that you want, but you will get somebody, okay? So women are not self-deleting. This woman is talking dumb as hell. They're not self-deleting because they can't get a man. That's just blasphemy.
Dating pool. We're not in this pool getting pissed on every day and going through dating app woes and, finding things out about your man and your husband is having an affair and all. We're not dealing with zero of these things. That's what y'all don't get.
Man, she is nice too.
Before there was a name for it, and many of us are gonna 4B. Long after you think it's dead, it's not. We're still gonna be safe. The only thing we really have to worry about is because of the fact that most of us that are in the 4B, a lot of us are the women that these men actually want. They don't actually want you pick-me chicks because you guys are already mentally conquered, right? So they still want us, so they're still gonna hit on us and harass us and all that stuff. So we still have to deal with that aspect of it, and we also have to deal with we don't know if these men are gonna trip out and go rogue because we keep telling them no when they ask us for our phone numbers and they take us out on dates and stuff. So we still have to deal with that aspect. But outside of that, we don't have anything to worry about. So, who is it not working for again? You? I want.
No, see, yeah, you do got a lot to worry about because you've seen the evidence coming out, right? I mean, this dating market is absolutely turned on its head. It's blown up in people's faces, man. I don't know, man. People just aren't acting normal anymore. What's the cause of it? I don't know. Ever since CV-19 hit, everything turned up on its head, okay? It just did. I know everybody noticed. Whatever the reasons is, but that's right around the time where everything changed. Everything. And as far as this whole 4B thing and guys getting angry and getting mad because when they try to approach a woman and the woman's unreceptive or she's just dismissive or she's actually trying to make a joke of the guy because they will record your ass when you pull up talking all these corny lines. You see the evidence of where women are out here and they get themselves in a situation, just say some kind of violent situation, and guys are just standing to the side. They might film it themselves. They're not jumping in and helping. They're not doing any of this stuff. That's just one example, but that's one thing that it just popped in my head. The guys are actually doing that stuff. I mean, it's crazy because women and men have become so disconnected with each other. It's a shame. What is it going to take to bring us back together to the point where we're actually playing our roles, okay? Where the woman, she's a nice, soft, feminine, pretty lady, okay? That actually supports her guy mentally. And the guys aren't soy boy, okay? No muscle, no jelly back. You know, these guys like that, no leg muscles, no kind of definition. That's what these guys are right now. When are we going to bring it back to where the guys actually are men, strong, physical, protectors? Get out there and work 14 hours a day or whatever you got to do. Get 2 jobs, you know, to try to support your woman, support your family or whatever you got to do. Even if she has to work, you're going to pull in more than she does. When are we going to get back to that? Okay. Because when we get back to that, maybe America could get back on track to be in a better place than what it is right now. What we're doing right now is unsustainable. Okay. And if it is going to sustain, man, this country is going to fall just like Rome. We're just not in a good place right now. And I just wish things would, you know, kind of start to trickle back. Now, I will say one thing. It's not affecting me at all. It's not. I'm just fine right now. But this ain't about me. I'm just fine right now. What am I teaching my son that's in the other room right now, who's actually on a FaceTime with a little girl right now? I'm going to teach him the things that I know. And I'm hoping that he's going to be just fine too. Oh, no, I didn't mean to pull that up. All right, let's see. Do we got one more 4B? Yeah, I got one more 4B video. Shit is getting clown show. Here we go.
It's a couple of things that I want to say. Y'all think I'm ready to go full.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
I'm ready to.
I don't think that's the video I wanted to show. I'm going to. Do I have that? There's one video that I really wanted to show. And I got to see if I got it. I don't even know if I got it. I wasn't ready for it. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still not going to edit this video. I'm still not going to edit it. Where's it at? I don't think I have it. Oh, shit, I don't have it. Oh, man, that is a video that I really wanted to show because it was showing the 4B movement like full-fledged where girls are like shaving their head and doing crazy stuff like that. And I'm going to see if I can pull it up. This is totally unprepared. Let's see if we got it right here. Okay. This is on the fly. We'll do it live. This is on the fly. Here we go. 4B movement in full-on crazy mode.
I do. No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still fucking hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Time to lock the fuck in. Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men. Fucking all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
No
Bruh.
attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting fucking crazy.
Nobody cares, nigga!
It is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. We're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
Alright, me out. I will not be responding to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
You guys feel spicy?
Y'all hear this nonsense? Okay, so I'm going to go through this video, and I'm going to do a quick shoot through of this video, and I'm going to tell you exactly what most people think of these women. Now, no, I'll put it out right here, right now. YouTube, I am not facial shaming. I'm not shaming people's looks. I'm not body shaming. Well, that's the big one, body shaming. I'm not doing any of these things. I'm just giving you an example of what people think of these women that's actually doing the 4B movement. And I'll tell you after why I'm saying what I'm saying, okay? This lady, guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga! Because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind.
This lady, guess what?
Nobody cares.
respectful, how cute, men will still fucking hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
This lady talking all fast with her hair up in a bun, all that fake hair. Guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
This lady, you would think that she's cute, but the camera pans down, and guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
Refuse to date men.
There she goes again.
Sex with them or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid.
This lady right here, guess what? She don't care about guys anyway, so guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for
This lady right here, her face is so done up. You know, she's really made up and everything, right? So she probably don't want to sweat. She probably don't want to alligator roll. She don't want to get into throes of passion anyway. She look like she could be boring, just laying there like a board. So guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
for moderate men. But in all the things that the patriarchy wants
Bro,
to be, clearly.
look at this. She's shaving her head. This lady right here, she's about, let me see. I was about to say something ignorant, but I won't. I'll keep it professional, and I'll say that she's right around 57 years old. So guess what, lady?
Nobody cares, nigga. No attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting fucking crazy.
Think I'm crazy?
Look.
All the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my
This lady right here with the Klingon forehead, okay? Guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
mental health. We're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4
Look, I'm gonna put it right. Everybody already knows she's not into guys. Okay, this lady don't like guys. But I will say one thing over there. If she's studying, if she's trying to be in the police force or the military, they actually do get short buzz cuts like that. But guess what?
Nobody cares, nigga.
4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
Alright, feel me out. I will not be responding to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes.
Why exactly are you going to keep becoming subservient to a nation that doesn't literally care about you?
Wake women up.
You guys feel spicy?
Look, nobody cares about that video, man.
Nobody cares, nigga.
That's the video I wanted to see, and I found that shit too. But bruh, I don't get it, man. I'm telling you, man, we are falling into a land of not only debauchery, just insaneness. If that's even a thing, insaneness. Now let's see, where am I at? I gotta go back to find it.
Friends with anybody.
Oh my God, what is this? We really doing this right now? I can't even find my freaking video. Here they go. All right, boom. All right, so now I think we're done with the 4B movement. We're going to go on to Mark Zuckerberg, and I'm already at 30 minutes. We're going to go on to Mark Zuckerberg. The thing about Mark Zuckerberg right now is it seems like he's actually starting to come around. He's starting to become a man again. I think he's got that shot of testosterone that he needed to actually become a man again, because everybody knows that when Trump was running for president, it just, you heard the rumblings out there. Oh, is Facebook suppressing this? And when the whole CV-19 thing was going on, you heard the rumblings. People were like, oh, are people suppressing information from doctors? And what's the real truth out there, Well, normies would say, oh, I'll go on to Facebook and look, the information on Facebook's got to be true. Well, all of us out there that were actually in the know and we were skeptical about what was going on with Facebook because it just seemed like they actually were censoring people. Well, we're about to get our answer, and it seems like they actually were. And we were actually right. Facebook, I think, was getting censored by the government, by governmental pressure. Let's listen to Mark Zuckerberg, straight from the horse's mouth, the man behind the music. Let's let Zuckerberg cook.
Roll out the vaccine program. And I'm generally pretty pro rolling out vaccines. I think on balance the vaccines are more positive than negative. But I think that while they're trying to push that program, they also tried to censor anyone who is basically arguing against it. And they pushed us super hard to take down things that were honestly were true, right? I mean, they basically pushed us and said, you know, anything that says that vaccines might have side effects, you basically need to take down. And I was just like, well, we're not going to do that. Like, we're clearly not going to do that. I mean, that is kind of inarguably true.
Who is they? Who's telling you to take down things that have
You know who they are.
vaccine side effects?
It was people in the Biden administration. I think it was, you know, I wasn't involved in those conversations directly, but I think it was.
How difficult is that to not be involved in those conversations directly? Fitness isn't just a
administration when they were trying.
All right, so fair use, Joe Rogan. You heard it right there from the horse's mouth. It seems like the Biden administration, government, was actually pressuring Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook to suppress some information, okay, about CV-19. So, like, how many people's lives did this affect? This is a terrible thing. And I think if anybody should be pressuring Facebook, maybe it should be another organization, somebody like Elon Musk, just say like a battling company or a competing company to Facebook. And I wouldn't even say pressuring them, maybe just, I don't know, coming at them the way that businessmen will come at each other. Like, hey, bro, if you put this out, then blah, 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 whatever. And I don't even think that's cool. But I will say for the government to sit up there and pressure a company that most people listen to and they get their news from, and they expect their news to be true. Whatever they hear on the site, they expect it to be true. For a government to pressure that company to lean one way and not let other people lean in the other way to put out their information, I think is an atrocity. Okay, that's censorship of the highest level. You can't go any higher than the government. Okay, so how many people did this affect? And now the truth is coming out. A lot of us knew that the truth was that this was going on in the background. But you had people out there saying, no, there's no way that Facebook, you had MSNBC, NBC, the same Democratic ran channels, or the people that's pushing and fighting for the Democratic left side. I'm up here getting caught up in my words, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right. It seems like they were actually freaking trying to, Jesus, I lost my train of thought. They were actually sitting up there trying to pressure Facebook to suppress some information. Like I said, and I'm not editing this either. I wonder how many people did this affect. Okay. Because if they said that you had to wear a mask, well, you had to wear a mask into work. They were saying that wearing it all day wasn't good for you because you're actually supposed to exhale the bad things out of your body. But if you wear a mask, now you're breathing that stuff out, but you're sitting in your mask and you're breathing it right back in your body. That's one thing right there. As far as the pokety poke, how many people did that affect? I mean, if you go out there and you do some research, you can see that there's a lot of injuries. There's some, people actually passed away from getting the pokety poke. So was that a good thing? Was that a bad thing? What we needed one side saying one thing and one side saying the other thing. You sit up there and you maybe pick your decision by going in the middle and seeing what's right for you. You go to your doctor and you see if it's right for you to get a pokety poke instead of pulling up in the parking lot of a Rite Aid or pulling up in the parking lot of the Raiders game when you just want to go and catch a game, sticking your arm out the window and getting the business done, if you know what I'm saying. Oh, man, I keep doing this. So let's listen to Zuckerberg's second video, and this is talking about government censorship too, and I think this will be the last one before I end this. I did get caught up on my words a while ago, but it's all good. I'm doing this to get better.
From the Biden administration would call up our team and scream at them and curse, and it's like these documents it's all kind of out there.
Oh, did you record any of those phone calls?
I don't think we but I think
I want to listen.
I mean, there are emails. the emails are published. It's all kind of out there, and they're like, and basically it just got to this point where we were like, no, we're not gonna take down things that are true. That's ridiculous. They wanted us to take down this meme of Leonardo DiCaprio looking at a TV talking about how 10 years from now or something, You're going to see an ad that says, okay, if you took a COVID vaccine, you're eligible for, for this kind of payment, like this sort of like class action lawsuit type meme. And they're like, no, you have to take that down. And we just said, no, we're not going to take down humor and satire. We're not going to take down things that are true. And then at some point, I guess, I don't know, it flipped a bit. I mean, Biden, when he gave some statement at some point, I don't know if it was a press conference or to some journalists, where he basically was like, these guys are killing people. And I don't know, then like all these different agencies and branches of government basically just like started investigating, coming after our company. It was brutal. It was brutal.
So that is pretty brutal right there. I want to give a round of applause out to Mark Zuckerberg. He actually grew a pair of nuts. Now look at this guy. He's changed so much. He went from some dweeb looking guy to this guy right here. He didn't grew his hair out. Before he had a buzz cut. Now he's grown his hair out. Got like this Weird Al Yankovic thing going on or whatever it is. He's got his little swag. He got a gold chain or whatever that is. He done got some. Look, his shoulders are getting broader. He's up there. He's working out with MMA guys, rolling on the mats, doing BJJ. That's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, for those that don't know. Look, I mean, this guy has actually turned into a whole man. And now he's actually coming out and he's saying the things that he couldn't say before. Now, I'm wondering what other kind of pressure was he under. Well, he said that he didn't actually deal with it directly. But the fact of the government interrupting, pressuring this guy's company to only push out information that would be positive towards Joe Biden or be positive towards the CV-19 or, the jab, and not let you make a decision on which way you want to go, that is just totally insane to me. America, I think right now is going to get back on track. We're going to get back to where we need to be. And instead of censoring people will actually be able to speak their truth, decide which way they want to go. Because if you get on X right now, and I'll put it like, look, X is not for everybody. There's some shit on X that you probably should not be seeing. You could probably go on X right now, look at the New Orleans thing. Probably go on X right now and see some other kind of, the woman that got set on fire on the New York subway, that's on there. I seen that, and not something I actually want to look at again. It's not, you don't really see vivid details. You just wonder why what you see is actually going on, and then it starts to make your mind think like, what exactly am I watching? Everything's on X. But what Elon Musk did is he opened it up. Now, if you want to go on there and see it, it's up to you. If you don't, then just stay off of it. But it's a free speech platform as best as he can get it right now. And, maybe Facebook, not as explicit as X, but will start to trend in that direction as more of a free speech platform. Now, what Zuckerberg did say is, because I've posted stuff before and the Facebook fact checkers actually came after me, just say if you were to say something about the elections, Facebook fact checkers would actually put a little box right under your freaking video. Right under your post saying, well, the U.S. elections are blah, 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 stuff like that. Now, what he's saying is he's going to get rid of that and actually have community notes. I don't know exactly what that is, but I think that other users are able to try to fact check you, but it's not from somebody that actually works at Facebook. So that is a good thing. It's trending more towards free speech, and that's exactly what we need in what is supposed to be the freest country in the world. Okay, Black Suburban Dad Reviews. Like the video. Peace. I'm out. Yep, I made a mistake, but I'm not editing this video at all, baby. So I'm going to keep going. Be back tomorrow with another one. Peace.